Hey everybody, Denise with Lacey K Homestead. Well, this video is a little late today and I do apologize. I had some videos that I had made and I lost them. So I'm making this one. I didn't realize that a video didn't go up this morning, and so I'm sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and make what I had made. Plus my arthritis was giving me a hard time yesterday, so I was kind of out for the count. So if any of you guys suffer from rheumatoid arthritis, you know what I mean. But praise God, I'm here. Went to the doctor yesterday on a new medication, so let's hope. Okay, this is sausage balls, cheese sausage balls. These were a real popular hors d'oeuvre in the late 70s and 80s when I was a young woman, and we had office parties and things like that. And at the hospital, we used to everybody would bring something, and it was always fun. I never got to make these for those parties because someone always got to them before me. We'd have a list and check off. So I'm aging myself, I know. Hey, I'm proud of all these years though, so hey. So this is super easy. It has literally 3 ingredients, and it makes really nice savory complement to all the sweet that we have at Christmas. So you can make it for your company. Just have them out on the table with all your other fudge and everything. I'm also going to make cheese straws, and I was going to make them tonight with this, but I found I didn't have enough cheddar cheese. But that one will be on very soon, so keep tuned for that. And that's another super easy recipe, and it's savory, and it's really yummy. You can't stop eating them. If you like Cheez-Its, you'll love cheese straws. Oh my gosh. So let's get started. These are cheese sausage balls. So what it takes is 3 cups of cheddar cheese. Now, if you want to use mild, that's fine, but it needs to be a hard cheese. This is, let's see, what is it? I think this is just Great Value, already shredded. So 3 cups. 3 cups of a biscuit mix. Now, Bisquick is what's traditionally used. I use the Great Value brand, and it's 3 cups. I normally don't use packaged ingredients, but that's one thing that you kind of can't skimp on this recipe. Bisquick really makes it. And I don't think there's a whole lot wrong with Bisquick. I didn't see any GMOs, or it said, let's see, what does it say here? No trans fat, no cholesterol, no sugars, non-GMO. So we'll believe what they have to say. Okay, and what you're going to need too for this is a 1/2 pound of hot sausage, breakfast sausage, and I'm using Tennessee Pride for that, and a 1/2 pound of sage mild sausage, breakfast sausage. Now, if you don't like a lot of sage, you don't have to use that kind. You can just use a regular mild breakfast sausage. But you use both of these, and it really makes a nice combination. So what I'm going to do first is, what I'm going to do is put my tripod down so you guys can see me. Okay, now getting back to the Bisquick, I have tried to make my own Bisquick from a recipe I found, and it just didn't do the same for me. If any of you guys know of a homemade Bisquick recipe, please share it with me, and I'd really appreciate it. Okay, so I'm just putting both of the 1/2 pounds of the breakfast sausage in my mixer, and I've got the paddle attachment on here, and I'm going to go ahead and just mix that up till it's all nicely broken up, because you want it to be where, you know, you can mix your cheese and your flour in there, and it all mixes up really good. Now, this was completely thawed out. I've had it sitting on the counter for about a 1/2 hour to kind of get it at room temperature. I mean, it's not warm or anything, so don't worry about that. It's still cold. Okay, so we've got it nicely mixed. Let me see if I can bring that over so you can see what I've got here. There you go. You see that? All right, good. Nicely mixed to where you could just put your hands in it, go like this, because you're going to be doing that in a minute. Okay, so now what we're going to do is add all of our cheese. This is 1 pound, or I measured it out to 3 cups. So but it is 16 ounces, and I did weigh it on my kitchen scale. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add that. Now, this doesn't have any, you don't add any salt or pepper to this because the sausage is really already spiced. So we're just mixing that up really good. Now, this is going to be a really thick mixture. Seems like most of my stuff is thick mixtures lately. All right, so you see what it looks like there? Let me go and bring that up. That's what it looks like. There you go. Cheese and sausage. Now I'm going to add 1 cup of the Bisquick mix. Okay. Then I'm going to add 2. I've already measured this out to 3 cups. I'm so excited tonight. My grandsons are on the way from Virginia. And I was so worried because I was not feeling good yesterday. Or the day before, really. Willis was home, thank goodness. And he helped me do a whole lot of stuff. When that arthritis gets me, I'll tell you what, it's hard to function. Okay. There we go. Got it all in there. I'm going to go ahead and just get a big spoon, and I'm going to mix up the bottom two, just making sure all my cheese and sausage is mixed well with the flour. Okay. Yep. And you see you're going to be making balls out of it. All right. That looks really good. And if you hear something chirping over there in this video, I have a baby turkey that was hatched with my turkeys that are in the coop. And I went ahead and grabbed it today because they don't take care of their babies. And I know it's sad. Let me move this so you can see what I'm doing. So I've got it in a little brooder over there. So that's the little chirping. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to squeeze this mixture and you're just going to make balls. They don't have to be perfect. They're not supposed to be gorgeous or anything. They're just going to be so tasty you're going to want to pop them in your mouth and not stop eating them. Now, I believe this recipe will probably make about 2.5 to 3 dozen. Again, depending on how big you make them. And if you just heard that ruckus, that was my 2 cats in here. So they are going crazy tonight. I don't know if it's a full moon or what, but it may be because I have a baby turkey in here and they're going crazy, but they're used to all the animals on the farm. Witchy Poo is my black cat. She is the one that stays in the house. So sometimes she gets a little crazy when she hears the chicks. But I have a big incubator and I incubate turkeys and quail and chickens in the spring. I start in January, so I have them ready for when people get the chick fever, as I call it, because believe me, I'm one. I still can walk into Tractor Supply or Rural King, and even though I've got all these chickens, I'm like, oh, I still want some. And then I also order them from Hoover's Hatchery out there in Iowa. So I can't help it. It drives Willis crazy. He's like, how many animals do you need? I told him I would have a rescue if I could. If I had enough acres, I would have a rescue. Now, my brother, who lives in Florida, had a rescue. He retired to Florida, but he was in Colorado. He and his wife had an animal rescue, and I think they rescued everything. They had several acres. They had a cattle farm, and I don't know if he's trying to do anything like that in Florida or not. But We all grew up with a dad that just loved animals, and it was ingrained in us at an early age, the love of animals. And I'll tell you, I hope y'all are animal lovers, because they certainly are. And the older you get, the more you realize how much they certainly are love you unconditionally. Okay, so there's my first tray. I've got my oven preheated at 300 degrees, and these are going to bake for 30 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, and I'll work on my other tray, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I'm back with the sausage balls. They are out of the oven. They are cooled. And this is your sausage cheese ball for your parties, your nice little hors d'oeuvres, just to make for home. They're really good. I think they're wonderful. I went ahead and I baked them for 30 minutes, and those were the smaller ones, and I went ahead and made some bigger ones. And I cooked these for 32 minutes, and see, they're nice and brown, and they are not pink on the inside. All one flavor, all one color, all one flavor too. There you go. They are piping hot. Oh, it smells so good. So good. So good. Just nice, just a change from all the sweet, but it just goes with everything. So I hope you guys like this recipe. Like, share, and subscribe. Sorry, I'm chewing with my mouth full. I was taught better. And we will see you soon in the next countdown to Christmas. By the way, today is day 10. 15 more days till Christmas. Have a good night. Bye.